All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks on B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Optichrome Football Hobby to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save it to the seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know when we go live. It'll be live. Also, need to mention no purchase safe. Link down in the description. Box number 1, Mason Olds Claw, 1 of 1. 1 of 1, Bo Jackson printing plate. Mario Taylor, 8 of 10. Carson Gordon, 4 of 4. Landon Holly, 1 of 1. Maddox Madsen, 1 of 1. Wonderful Champ Mons, 1 of 1. And Jeremiah Love, 10 of 10. Correct. Signature Series is after this. Box number 2, Penny Boone, 1 of 1. Keegan Croucher, 1 of 1. Will Griffin, 10 of 10. Antoine Hill Jr., 5 of 8. CJ Baxter, 1 of 1. Damon Williams Jr., 2 of 6. Ryder Lyons, patch auto, 5 of 6. And Jamar Chase, 1 of 1. Thank you, Jay Louie. We will definitely have a very elite-filled day. Elijah Olkey, 1 of 1. Brady Schmiegel, 1 of 1. Dylan Jones, 3 of 6. Elijah Spencer, 4 of 8. Evans Vaboda, 1 of 1. Giles Jackson, 1 of 1. Aaron Anderson, 4 of 6. And Bryce Underwood, patch auto, 5 of 10. We'll take that. Braylon Russell, 1 of 1. Peyton Falzoni, 1 of 1. Jalen Henderson, 3 of 6. Andrew Raplaya, 3 of 4. Fernando Mendoza, 2 of 6. Jordan Davison, 7 of 8. Colston Loveland, 4-5. And Quintravion Wisner and C.J. Baxter, dual up, auto, 3/10. Yeah, I think they did a really good job with this product. Looks really nice. I was kind of iffy on it when they first announced it, but definitely solid. Box number 5. Trey Taylor, 1/1. Brett Favre, 2/8. Robert Lewis, 3/8. TJ Moore, 1/1. Taylor Algoresma, 7/8. Tommy Millott, 1/1. Faison Brandon, 7/10. And Andy Reid, 1/1. Jonah Coleman, 1/1. Gunnar Stockton, 1/1. Bakem Kritza, 1/1. Brady Allen, 4/5. Braden Dorman, 3/8. Cam Williams, 1/4. Tyler Shunk, patch auto, 3/6. And Cam Skadaboo, 4/7. Box number 7. Mabry Metzauer, 1/1. Aaron Anderson, 1/1. Nick Harbor, 6/6. Aaron Gregory, 2/3. Luke McCaffrey, 8/10. Gunnar Stockton, 2/4. Elijah Haven, patch auto, 6/8. And Sam Levitt, 1/3. Jake Brenningstool, 1/1. Colston Loveland, 1/1. CJ Bailey, 3/6. DJ Bordeaux, 7/7. Deion Smith, 4/5. Derek Cooper, 1/1. Buck Bellew, 1 of 1. And Ken Anderson, 1 of 1 patch auto. Box number 9, LT, 1 of 1. Jerry Rice, 2 of 4. Trevor Jackson, 1 of 1. Tyrone Tracy Jr., 1 of 10. Winston Watkins Jr., 6 of 7. Tristan Keys, 7 of 10. Dia Bell, 1 of 1. And Ashton Genty, 5 of 7. This is break number 2. Juju Lewis, 1 of 1. Joe Klico, 9 of 10. Mario Anderson Jr., 7 of 8. Michael Hawkins Jr., 3 of 7. Nico Marshall, 1 of 7. Riley Leonard, 5 of 10. Charles Haley, 1 of 1. And Tetaroa McMillan, 1 of 2. Box 11. Cliff Harris, 1 of 1. Evans Svoboda, press proof. Harlan Berry, 1 of 1. Jackson Arnold, 2 of 3. Jacoby George, 7 of 10. Jake Brenningstool, 1 of 4. Mike Singletary, 1 of 1. And Cade Klubnik Lenore Sellers, 1 of 1 dual auto. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of these two guys. Final box to break, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. Tim Brown, 1 of 1. Keenan Allen, 1 of 1. Oscar Rios, 5 of 6. Mike Rozier, 5 of 10. Le'Veon Moss, 4 of 7. Jordan Tyson, 3 of 10. Max Brosmer, patch auto, 5 of 10. And Ray Lewis, 2 of 7. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Going and get a hit recap going here in just a second, and then we'll take care of our 2 randoms. We do have more of this and other football up and running, so look forward to having you all back here sometime soon. For the hits, Brett Favre, Trey Taylor, Robert Lewis, TJ Moore, Taylor Elgersma, Tommy Millott, Faison Brandon, Andy Reid, Braylon Russell, Peyton Falzoni, Jalen Henderson, Andrew Raplaya, Fernando Mendoza, Jordan Davison, Colson Loveland, Brady Schmiegel, Dylan Jones, Elijah Spencer, Evan Zabota, Giles Jackson, Aaron Anderson, Bryce Underwood, Penny Boone, Keegan Croucher, Will Griffin, Antoine Hill Jr., CJ Baxter, DeMond Williams Jr., Ryder Lyons, Jamar Chase, Mason Holtz-Claw, Bo Jackson and his Battle Arena, Kamario Taylor, Carson Gordon, Landon Holly, Maddox Madsen, Wonderful Champ Mons, and Jeremiah Love. LT, Jerry Rice, Trevor Jackson, Tyron Tracy Jr., Winston Watkins Jr., Tristan Keys, Diabell, Ashton Jitty, Jake Brenningstool, Colson Loveland, CJ Bailey, DJ Bordeaux, Deion Smith, Derek Cooper, Buck Bellew, and Ken Anderson. Maybe Matt Tower, Aaron Anderson, Nick Harbor, Aaron Gregory, Luke McCaffrey, Gunnar Stockton, Elijah Haven, Sam Levitt, Gianna Coleman, Gunnar Stockton, Bakem Kritza, Brady Allen, Braden Dorman, Cam Williams, Tyler Shunk, Cam Scadaboo, Tim Brown, Keenan Allen, Oscar Rios, Mike Rozier, Le'Veon Moss, Jordan Tyson, Max Brosmer, Ray Lewis, Cliff Harris, Evan Zabota, Harlan Berry, Jackson Arnold, Jacoby George, Jake Brenningstool, Mike Singletary, Joe Clico, Juju Lewis, Mario Anderson Jr., Michael Hawkins Jr., Nico Marshall, Riley Leonard, Charles Haley, and Tetairoa McMillan. And headed to random.org, dual auto for Quintravion Wisner and CJ Baxter, and Cade Klubnik and Lenore Sellers. And that will do it for football. Thank you guys for being here on a Thursday morning. Gonna head over to random.org real quick and knock these 2 out, and then we'll be right back with 2025 Leaf Metal Signature Series Multisport. All right, we've got random the door pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be 3 or high to be valid for us. We're going to go 6 times on the random, starting off with Quintravion Weiser and CJ Baxter. That's 5 times. 2 plus 4 is 6. Final roll. CJ Baxter coming out on top. And Cade Klubnik, Lenore Sellers. That is 5 times. Final roll. Cade Klubnik staying on top. Congratulations. All right, we'll be back in just a few seconds with 2025 Leaf Signature Series Multisport. Catch you guys then. All right, welcome in everybody to the BMC Collectibles Breaks on B. Today we've got one case, 2025 Leaf Signature Series Multisport to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a dollar on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know if we go live and even live. Also, mention no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. As a reminder, every card in this is a 1 of 1 unless it is an on card. In which case, it will be noted that it is not a 1 of 1. Box number 1. Mike Schmidt. Eddie Murray. Brandon Aubrey. And Brooks Koepka. Angelo Ciente, Burt Blyleven, Dante Hall, and Paul Skeens. Boom. Tyreek Hill, Orlando Sasaki, Jim Cat, and Peyton Manning. Boom. A little jealous of that one. Carlos Boozer, Cam Skedaboo, on card inscribed Odell Beckham Jr., 82 of 100, and Gabriel Martinelli. Eddie George, Dickie V, Jerry Stackhouse, and Omarion Hampton. Barry Sanders. Or no, that's not Barry Sanders. That's Billy Sims. Autopilot. James Wood. Ricky Williams on card inscribed. 56 of 100. And Ace Bailey. 1 of 1. Got the Super Fractor on it. Box number 7. Dontrell Willis. LaDainian Tomlinson. Magic Johnson. And dual auto. Lionel Messi and Mikel Arteta. Boom. I have absolutely no idea why they decided to put these two on the same card, but that'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of these guys. That'll be a little sweaty. A little sweaty random. Joe Montana. Scott Barris. Jeff Reardon. And Katie Ledecky. Box number 9. Sophia Smith. Greg Maddux. On card inscribed. Allen Iverson. 26 of 100. And Patrick Ewing. And final box of the break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Nick Varner. Pavel Nedved. That's cool. Bob McAdoo. And triple auto. Braden Montgomery, James Tibbs III, and Carson Benj. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Spending a little bit of your Thursday morning here with us. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of our randoms. For the hits, Eddie George, Brandon Aubrey, Brooks Koepka, Burt Blyleven, Dante Hall, Carlos Boozer, Cam Skataboo, Gabriel Martinelli, Eddie George, Dick Vitale, Billy Sims, Ace Bailey, Dontrell Willis, Greg Maddux, Allen Iverson, and Bob McAdoo. Mike Schmidt, Urangelo Ciente, Paul Skeens, Jim Catt, Peyton Manning, Odell Beckham Jr., Jerry Stackhouse, Omarion Hampton, James Wood, LT, Magic Johnson, Joe Montana, Jeff Reardon, Kayla Ledecky, Patrick Ewing, Nick Varner, and Pavel Nedved. Tyreek Hill, Fernando Sasaki, Ricky Williams, Scott Barris, and Sophia Smith. Saying Barris is Boris, Scott Boris. Super Agent Scott Boris. And headed to random.org. Dual auto, Lionel Messi and Mikel Arteta. And triple auto, Brandon Montgomery, James Hibbs III, and Carson Bench. And that will do it for Multisport. Thank you guys again. We are on to 2024 Panini NT NASCAR here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. But first, we're going to go to random.org and knock these two out. We'll be back with that in just a second. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to throw a high to be valid for us. We're going to go 6 times on each round, starting off with the triple auto of Brady Montgomery, James Hibbs III, and Carson Bench. That is 5 times. Final roll. Carson Bench coming out on top. And the dual auto, Lionel Messi and Mikel Arteta. That is 5 times. Final roll. Lionel Messi coming out on top. Congratulations. All right. That is it for Multisport. We'll be back in a few minutes with 2024 NT NASCAR. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we got one case of 2024. Any NT NASCAR to get into. When we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and be live. Also mention no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. Box number 1, Bill Elliott, Eric Jones, and Justin Allgaier for the White Sparkles. Chris Buescher, 9/13. Tyler Reddick, 7/10. Joe Nemechek, 34/99. Brandon Jones, 9/25. Clint Boyer, 41/75. Corey LaJoy, 8/10. 91/99, Terry Labonte. Harrison Burton, 60/99. $3/49, Lane Riggs. And Noah Gragson, 29/99. Chase Elliott, Terry Labonte, and Martin Truex Jr. $10/10, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Austin Dillon, 1/25. Eric Jones, 3/99. Connor Mossack, 56/75. Jeff Gordon, 57/99. Chase Elliott, 63/99. Nick Sanchez, 42/49. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 14/99. Brad Keselowski, 32/49. And Joey Logano, 14/25. Justin Haley, Justin Allgaier, and Alan Kulwicki. Kyle Larson, 413. Jimmy Johnson, 3/25. Matt Kenseth, 30/75. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 22/99. Dual patch. Sammy Smith and Brandon Jones, 51/99. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those two guys. 77/99, Haley Deegan. Jeff Burton, 62/99. Tommy Joe Martins, 13/49. Dual auto. Noah Gragson and Josh Berry, 17/99. And Kevin Harvick, 1/15. And final box of the break. Good luck, everybody. Box number 4. Jake Garcia, Bill Elliott, and Connor Mossack close out the white sparkles. I feel like it's been like 20 cases since we had a white sparkle auto. Ten of 10, Dale Earnhardt Jr. 41/49, Ty Gibbs. Justin Haley, 58/75. Lane Riggs, 91/99. Brad Keselowski, 7/99. Dale Earnhardt Jr., 14/75. Ernie Irvan, 5/49. Austin Hill, 29/49. 6/10, Justin Bond Sr. And final card of the break will be Dual Auto Redemption, Brian and Haley Deegan. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, go ahead and get a hit recap going here in just a second. Then we will take care of our randoms. For the hits, Noah Gragson, Lane Riggs, Harrison Burton, Terry Labonte, Corey LaJoy, Clint Boyer, Brandon Jones, Joe Nemechek, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Nick Sanchez, Chase Elliott, Jeff Gordon, Connor Mossack, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kevin Harvick, Tommy Joe Martins, Jeb Burton, Haley Deegan, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, and Kyle Larson. Justin Bond Sr., Austin Hill, Ernie Irvin, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Brian Kozlowski, Lane Riggs, Justin Haley, Ty Gibbs, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Bill Elliott, Eric Jones, Justin Allgaier, Chase Elliott, Terry Labonte, Martin Truex Jr., Justin Haley, Justin Allgaier, Alan Kulwicki, Jake Garcia, Bill Elliott, and Connor Mossack. And headed to random.org. Dual patch for Sammy Smith and Brandon Jones. Dual auto of Brian and Haley Deegan. And Noah Gragson, Josh Berry. Dual auto. Alright, that is it for NASCAR. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Baseball here at the top of the hour. Going to get that set up and good to go in just a second. Before that, we're going to head over to random.org and knock these three out. We'll be back to that in just a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Good to throw a high to be valid for us. Going to go 10 times on each random, starting off with Sammy Smith and Brandon Jones. Dual patch. That is 9 times. Final rope. Brandon Jones coming out on top. Congratulations. Brian and Haley Deegan. That is 9 times. Final rope. Haley Deegan coming out on top. And Noah Gragson, Josh Berry dual auto. That is 9 times. Final rope. Josh Berry taking home the dual auto. Alright, we'll be back in a few minutes with 2025 Leaf Metal Baseball. Catch you guys back here for that. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks on B. Video got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Baseball hobby to get into. We'll get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know if we go live and if you're live. Also mention no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Chuck Knobloch, 3/25. Dale Murphy, 4/10. Rafael Flores, 5/6. Peyton Tolley, 4/7. Owen Hall, 1/4. Luke Holman, 2/8. And Rentaro Sasaki, 2/25. Box number two. Mark McGuire, 1/1. Kyle DeBarge, 43/99. Emmanuel Rodriguez, 6/10. Bryce Rayner, 1/49. Brandon Sproat, 33/35. Hagen Smith, 17/49. And Jace Laviolette, 3/7. Box number three. Kurt Schilling, 1/1. Christian Moore, 39/49. Bryce McCage, 3/7. Will Gasparino, 7/35. Wellington Herrera, 28/49. Steve Monster Milam, 2/7. And Travis Bazzata, 3/25. Alfredo Sanya, 34/99. Carl Yastrzemski, 85/99. Jacob Cozart, 6/25. Gary Gilhill, 29/35. Braylon Payne, 3/25. Anderson Brito, 17/35. And Roman Anthony, 31/49. Carter Johnson, 20/49. Caleb Lomavita, 24/25. Levi Sterling, 15/15. Kellen Lindsey, 4/10. Urangelo Ciente, 5/10. Jared Thomas, 3/3. And triple auto, Boston Bateman, Cash Mayfield, and Juan Nunez. 1 of 1. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have any of those 3 guys. Kyle Teal, 18/49. Leo DeVries, 26/99. Alejandro Rosario, 28/35. Trey Savage, 30/35. Cash Mayfield, 2/7. Ben Hess, 8/25. And Dontrell Willis, Levon Hernandez, 1/10 dual auto. Box number 7. Hideki Matsui, 9/99. Hagen Smith, 31/49. Carter Holton, 5/10. Griffin Burkholder, 5/7. AJ Gracia, 2/15. Gavin Turley, 3/49. Jesus Mate, 25/25. Box 8. Wellington Herrera, 1/1. Griffin Burkholder, 35/49. Malcolm Moore, 2/3. Yaro Padilla, 2/10. Trey Phelps, 1/15. Brody Brecht, 6/25. And James Tibbs III, 35/49. Vince Coleman, 81/99. Roy Oswald, 21/49. Miguel Blaze, 8/35. Mazzaro Montez, 33/35. Dexter McClellan Jr., 23/25. Daniel Savette, 1/1. And Charlie Condon, 5/8. Box 10. Will Gasparino, 26/99. Tyson Lewis, 2/49. Brady Montgomery, 8/10. Blake Mitchell, 2/2. Jalen Flores, 3/8. Eddie Reinders, 41/49. And Vaheva Aloy, 15/25. Reggie Jackson, 33.99. Ryan Waldschmidt, 1 of 7. Alfredo Sanium, 2 of 2. Blake Burke, 41 of 49. Echezari Vargas, 14 of 49. Jonah Tong, 2 of 3. And Seth Hernandez, 19 of 35. Final box of the break, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. George Brett, 78 of 99. Greg Maddox, 22 of 25. Caden Bodine, 4 of 5. Eric Gagne, 24 of 25. Cam Caminiti, 18 of 25. And Noah Schultz, 8 of 25. And Cruz Schoolcraft, 25 of 25. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Spending a little bit of your Thursday morning here with us. Gonna go ahead and get a hit recap going here in just a second, and then we'll take care of our randoms. For the hits, Alfredo Sanium, Carl Yastrzemski, Jacob Kozart, Gary Gilhill, Braylon Payne, Anderson Brito, Roman Anthony, Kurt Schilling, Christian Moore, Bryce McCage, Will Gasparino, Wellington Herrera, Steve Monster Milam, Travis Bazzana, Mark McGuire, Kyle DeBarge, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Bryce Rayner, Brandon Sprout, Hagen Smith, Jace Laviolette, Chuck Knobloch, Dale Murphy, Rafael Flores, Peyton Tolley, Owen Hall, Rentaro Sasaki, Luke Holman, Vince Coleman, Roy Oswalt, Miguel Blaze, Lazaro Montez, Dex McClellan Jr., Daniel Savette, Charlie Condon, Wellington Herrera, Griffin Burkholder, Malcolm Moore, Yara Padilla, Trey Phelps, Brody Brecht, James Tibbs, Hideki Matsui, Hagen Smith, Carter Holton, Griffin Burkholder, AJ Gracia, Gavin Turley, Jesus Made, Kyle Teal, Leonidas DeVries, Alejandro Rosario, Trey Savage, Cash Mayfield, Ben Hess, Carter Johnson, Caleb Lomavita, Levi Sterling, Kellen Lindsay, Angelo Ciente, Jared Thomas, Reggie Jackson, Ryan Waldschmidt, Alfredo Sania, Blake Burke, Echedri Vargas, Jonathan, Seth Hernandez, Will Gasparino, Tyson Lewis, Braden Montgomery, Blake Mitchell, Jalen Flores, Eddie Reinders, Faheva Aloy, George Brett, Greg Maddox, Caden Bodine, Eric Gagne, Cam Caminiti, Noah Schultz, Cruz Schoolcraft. And headed to random.org. Dual auto for Dontrell Willis and Levon Hernandez, and triple auto Boston Bateman, Cash Mayfield, and Juan Nunez. Alright, that will do it for us for today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm going to head to random.org real quick and knock these two out. Be back with that in just a second. Alright, we've got random door pulled up and good to go. Gotta roll some dice. Get to how to be valid for us. Gonna go 7 times on each random, starting off with Dontrell Willis and Levon Hernandez dual auto. That is 6 times. Final roll. Dontrell Willis coming out on top. Congratulations. And Boston Bateman, Cash Mayfield, and Juan Nunez. 6 times. Final roll. Boston Bateman taking home the 1 of 1. Congratulations. Alright, that's it for us today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. We'll catch you in the next one. Hope you have a great rest of your Thursday and lead into the weekend.